Let's have a look at the X-Rate Mini Buggy today. The German team X-Rate designed the Mini Buggy for the 2018 Dakar at a time when all competitors followed Peugeot's successful buggy concept. The team already had a successful four-wheel drive competitor, but the advantages of the two-wheel drive buggy category were significant, and so they developed the buggy additionally. So both vehicles compete in the Dakar at the same time. Buggies could have more wheel travel, larger wheels, and less weight. In addition to that, X-Rate used the well-known 3-liter straight 6-cylinder diesel from their four-wheel drive Mini. This engine has around 350 horsepower and 800 Nm of torque. The packaging of the Mini is interesting, since the inline 6-cylinder engine is mounted longitudinally behind the cockpit. That would create a pretty long drivetrain, but X-Rate uses an extra gearbox with an integrated differential below the gears. That way, the drivetrain stays short enough for a normal wheelbase configuration. Advantage is that hot components are located behind the cockpit and there is less requirement for cockpit cooling. Less heat and noise in the cabin also means that the passengers can stay concentrated for a longer period of time, which is very important in long rallies like the Dakar. Unlike the competitors, the Mini has a very long tube frame, which is a result of the long engine. The bell housing is right at the last cross of the tube frame, which gives you an idea of the very short gearbox case. Also, the engine sits right behind the firewall to keep the wheelbase short and leaves no gap for the fuel tank like the competition. Instead, because of the slim engine dimensions, they have enough volume either side to package a small fuel tank. Because they run a diesel engine, they only need a tank with 325-liter capacity to get through all stages. Not much compared to the 450 to 500-liter tanks of their petrol competitors. Only the Audi has a smaller fuel tank with 295 liters. So they don't just carry less weight and fuel around, they also have less weight and balance change during a stage. And their fuel tanks sit right in the middle of the car, so the balance change for the Mini Buggy should be minimal. At the sides they have enough space to mount the two large spare wheels in an angled position to clear the rear wheels, again to reduce wheelbase. Unlike the Peugeot Buggy, the Mini has not all of its cooling at the back. They have a large water radiator at the front, directly at the stagnation point, which gives you a good pressure difference between in and outlet. In other words, this is a very powerful radiator with little obstruction in the flow path. The outlet is, like the Audi, in the wheel arch either side, but the Mini blows it sideways into the arch, while the Audi is directing the flow to the back. The rest of the cooling is done through the massive roof scoop, as we know it from other Dakar cars. According to what we see on the pictures, the large intercooler sits above the engine. Also fed from the roof scoop is the engine air, which is guided into a massive cylindrical filter. Teams use a cylindrical shape with an offset inlet to make the air spin in the filter case. Because of the rotation, sand is pushed to the outside and falls to the bottom. The air can flow to the middle through the filter and then to the engine. That way you have a powerful filter for heavy-duty applications. The Mini Buggy with its efficient package and capable engine won the Dakar twice in 2020 and 2021. For 2022, Audi joined the Dakar and Team X-Rate is running the e-tron for Audi there. Because a team named X-Rate cannot run an Audi for marketing reasons, they founded the new team Q Motorsport and took over all top drivers and staff from X-Rate. This gives Audi the best possible start to the Dakar with very experienced staff and drivers, but unfortunately for X-Rate the top people are now at Audi. And so the Mini is still competing in the Dakar, but with a less experienced team, and an even smaller restrictor this year due to the success of the last years. Nonetheless, the Mini Buggy is a well-engineered, proven Dakar competitor with a unique concept. How do you like the Mini Buggy? Let me know in the comments below.